Nope. Hello everyone! Wallace here, back again with another Let's Play series. So, as all 5 people who see this will remember, I used to play on the Keatscraft server a lot. Unfortunately, there's a major downside to that server, and that's that it's run by college students. So, during the school year, for them, it goes down. And they don't hand it off to anybody. So that means the window of Keatscraft being operational doesn't super lend itself towards longer running Let's Play compared to something like streaming week to week. And there's nothing wrong with that, to be clear. Much love to Keating and the team, but I'm gonna do my own thing. So in that context, welcome to Mortality Craft, a new server I'm running for a friend of mine. And I'm probably going to do videos on this every other week-ish. Unless, you know, it catches on, in which case I'll bump it up to weekly. Whenever I get free time to stream, I'll have this in the mix as well. Last bit of preamble. Railtech is also coming back soon with more build tutorials and guides to automating rails and some plugin spotlights. So be sure to subscribe, spread the word, etc. So, without any further ado, let's actually get into the episode. As you can tell, the world is already going. We've got about 5 or 6, maybe 7 people active right now, all at different times. So, it can feel empty from time to time. But if you'd like to join, click the Discord link down in the description, and I can let you on. So currently, this is the state of spawn. We have a nice little chicken farm, a stable for horses, got a few happy gas flying around, some bees. We got a very mediocre boat dock that I started on and haven't quite finished. We've got some community farms, community chest. Nice little starter shack with questionable decor. Tried to do a wheat roof. It's not that great. We also have another portal back here with a map project that Dynamap rendered irrelevant. So, you can see here we've got a very basic nether portal setup going. A little basic route. This is actually one of the first things I really want to build on here is improving this, but we'll get back to that in a minute. Goodness, you are loud. I might have to turn down my game volume. These hogs are going wild. Here we are. We are on the Ile de Iron, which, as the name might imply, has a nice basic iron farm I've gone ahead and set up. It's fairly well productive. It's hooked up to an auto crafter to make sure we get blocks. Bone meal is produced far more slowly. Out on the side here, I've also got a very basic bamboo farm that is apparently flawed, but it still produces a good amount. So these two are going to help fuel a very special project I want to get going, and that is going to be our train network. So let's see if I can find the chain here, demonstrate this. But here on Mortality Craft, we have my favorite little plugin going. Just throw down some rails for a sample. We have Friedhof.de's minecart trains, if I can learn to click things properly. So you can see there, these carts are now linked. And if I have any coal, great question. I don't have coal. Okay, back, I have charcoal now. And you can see if I click this, the furnace cart can now drag this along. And hopefully this doesn't kill me. You can take damage from getting hit by a train. So linked carts are possible. There's also a booster element. I made a whole video on it. It went live last week. If you're interested to learn more about the plugin. But I want to make a linked cart system and a passenger rail system throughout the Nether and throughout other occasions. Oh, there goes that guy. So, yeah, I'm extremely excited to get this going, but I want to actually take a different approach and do my projects properly this time. There's no big economy on this server, so in order for me to do projects like this, I need to actually smarten up and make the appropriate farms. So let's go through everything we're going to need. For rails, carts, powered rails, and everything, we're going to need iron, wood, gold, and redstone. Iron is definitely handled. Wood is slightly handled. We'll want to improve this at some point, but technically all we need are sticks, so this is sufficient. But that leaves gold and redstone. I've never actually built a gold farm for me, so that'll be a first. A gold farm for me, a gold farm for myself. Yeah, so since that's going to be a first for me, that'll be worth its own episode. So redstone is going to be the first farm we try and tackle today. Now, sustainable redstone doesn't technically have a farm, but you do it by having essentially a cleric-focused trading hall. So we are going to build that. That's going to take an expansion of a village, which is going to take wool. So really the first farm in our list is going to be a wool farm. And we're not going to build that here on Isla de Iron. We're going to be in another location quite a ways out to the northeast, to the area I want to build my base at. So let me gear up for another journey, and we'll start on that. There's no time quite like needing to climb back out of a cave to realize that you forgot to grab a fresh stack of chicken. So, with all of my tools and... Where are you going? Where are you going? Alright. With all of my tools and obsidian in hand, it's time to head out to the spot we want to build our nether portal. And get it linked up. Leave me alone. Oh no. Why are there so many? There are so many! Piglins? Do you want to help? Oh no, oh no, oh no. When I was a young warthog. Alright. Think we lost him. So, while I've got this lovely nether pillaring going on and digging in the background, I figure it's a good time for me to go ahead and fill everybody in on how the last year or so has been. So I no longer have a girlfriend because I now have a fiance. We got engaged back in September and things have just been absolutely awesome. I'm having a very, very lovely time these days. I couldn't ask for a better partner, and it's amazing. She's amazing. So, that's been great. It does mean that the next year or so is going to be tight as we work to save up for the engagement. Turns out, weddings, super friggin' expensive. You know, I'll be working a lot and trying to make videos and play Minecraft in my spare time, largely to more to blow off steam than anything else, because it'll be a lot. I've been doing that. I've been playing a lot of God of War Ragnarok lately because a friend of mine just gifted it to me for my birthday, which was just absolutely freaking awesome. Anybody who knows me knows I was a huge, huge fan of the 2018 God of War. So finally getting to actually play God of War Ragnarok after I've watched so many Let's Plays on it has been just an absolute treat. Also new to my life since the last time I was making videos is our new puppy Thorin. He's a mini dachshund, and he is just the most adorable, loving thing, and I am so happy to have him in my life. He's fantastic. So far, a lot less of this journey has been tunneling, and a lot more of it has been bridging than what I thought would happen, but I suppose that's a consequence of going a little bit lower than normal with the build height of 100 instead of, like, you know, 125 or something similar. But I do want the build to be a little bit lower because since people are going to be riding trains on this, I mean, look at this view, right? Like, I want people to be able to have nice views as they go by on the train. So even though it will probably be a lot more difficult to build and to do maintenance on, I think 100 is going to be a really good height for this. Alright, that's a nice little platform to get things started. Go ahead and build the portal. And you know what? We should probably extend the platform out behind the portal as well. I can absolutely see that little oversight getting me absolutely cooked at some point in the future. There we go. Now, before we go through, I want to check something because I think... Oh, missed. I think I saw something over this way. Can you not? Thought I saw something over this way. Let me turn shaders off. I did. Okay, there is a bastion over there. Now, it's not a nether fortress, which is what I wanted. But that's pretty sick. Okay. Okay, now that we've confirmed, let's head through. This might take a second. Ooh, and we've got subspace bubble. Alright. Uh-oh. Doran, do you need attention? Puppy wants to play. We might have to take a break, but let me explain real quick. So, you can't quite see it from where the portal left us, but we are at one village that's kind of at the intersection of 4 villages. Ooh, a sheep. Cool. Awesome. That's going to help us get our wool farm started. The idea for this season is connect up all the villages with roads and rail networks, and have each village have a different specialty in what material I'm going to get from it. So, since we're over here at this village and we need our cleric stuff, we're going to start with this village being cleric. Up on this mountain here, because this mountaintop is also pretty much dead center of them, that's going to become our industrial district. So let me go ahead and set a respawn and then play with my puppy for a little bit, and then when I come back, we can get started on that wool farm. Oh, you would spawn a witch. Oh, and you would start raining. Hopefully this isn't a bad omen. Alright, back in the daytime with clear weather. You can see the village down there. You can see the nether portal over there. We have a very small cherry blossom grove. And out that-a-way are the other 2 villages. So I'm going to take the top off of this guy down probably to about here. Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll take this down to 121.
And nothing can go wrong. Oh no, it all went wrong.
Well, you hate to see it, but, so I had a household thing to go do, and I came back and I was dead. And all of my gear had already despawned. No, Mr. Creeper. So, I guess the theme of the episode is going to pivot. So, after some soul searching here, I have come to the conclusion that the best course of action that we can have is going to be to go ahead and get some of these farms started, because one way or another I need to have the resources, because villager trading is going to be the only really effective way of getting everything back quickly. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're just going to start with significantly less cool materials than I thought we were going to. Oh, we also have no food. All my food was in my inventory. Doo-da, doo-da. We've got to go back to that village. Do-da-doo-da-day. So, funny story. As it turns out, I had all of the hay bales from this village in my inventory when I died. Okay, with both farms up and running, it is time to go ahead and head back and start trying to work on getting my gear going again. You know, an experience like this is a good reminder that when it comes to life, nothing is guaranteed and there are always going to be setbacks. And at a certain point, you have to look within yourself and decide, am I going to let setbacks define me, or am I going to let setbacks motivate me? And today, we're going to get motivated by setbacks. No. No. Oh, I'm glad I grabbed the bow. Can I... Is it... Okay. Nope. Okay. Oh, why me? Uh-oh. Oh my god, no, another one spawned! I need to give myself as much of a platform as I can here. Come on, stay straight on. Nope. Oh, we're on the struggle bus today. That was the last of my diamonds. I think at this point, the path of least resistance here is to break my respawn bed, throw everything here into a chest, and simply jump off a cliff in Minecraft. Country roads, take me home. Now that we're back at spawn, first thing we're going to do is grab ourselves a nice big chunk of cooked chicken. Alright, now that's a piece of gold for armor. That's good. Here we are in the XP farm that Nordpol had set up for us, which is going to be mighty useful here while we work to recover. So, this isn't where I expected today's episode to end, but we are on our path to recovering our gear. And once we've got our gear back up a little bit more, maybe we'll go ahead and build better transportation to that village first. Then we'll worry about some of the stuff. So, yeah. Wish it had gone better than this, but that's going to be all for me today. So, until next time, I'm Wallace. I really hope you learned something from my mistake, and remember to take it easy.